Greetings, fair listener. Welcome to this beautiful oasis resting spot during your tumultuous, hectic, cosmic day that you might be having here on planet Earth. For any of those wanderers who need just a place to rest themselves for a little while, welcome to the Cosmic Duck Pond, where you can be bathed by some deep wisdoms and deep sounds. This episode is entitled Shooting for the Stars, and it takes another grand perspective, talking about humanity and what ultimately is humanity's goal. Why do we exist? What is our ecological role? I have many theories about this. Much more I'll get into later. But just take a listen to this meandering stream of consciousness and see where it takes you. Nothing I say here is true, necessarily. The big T true. They're all just musings, thoughts to ponder. This track has some very deep moments, some very sad moments. I love this one. This one is one of my favorite ones so far, from a musical standpoint. And some of the wisdoms come through loud and clear. I also mentioned some of the potential biological implications for human behavior and thoughts in this one. And this goes back to my fascination with the microbiome. Some of those theories come through here. So brace yourself for that one. It's like, what does he say? Don't worry, that picture will become clear as time goes on. So just one question for you, listener, before you drift off into this ocean of sound. What drives you in this life? What internal reward system moves you forward? Which actions, thoughts get you excited and warm your heart? Whatever those things are, do more of that, please. For humanity's sake, do that. And I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it too.
All of life can be summed up in surfing. There's waves that always come, varying sizes, varying strengths and intensities, various shapes. They move you in different ways. And when you're surfing, it's so useless to get attached to any one of them. It's constantly randomized, ever-flowing and ever-changing. It's infinitely interesting. Why do we get ourselves attached to things? Because we believe that there is no life after our bodies are gone. Because we believe our time is limited. But if you believe that the universe is infinite, time is infinite, your individual life might not be infinite, but your spirit's life is infinite. If you believe that, then this is all just one great cosmic dance we're witnessing and participating in. It's like the Earth is taking gambles with me. I think it's in on it. I think the Earth has gone all in with humans. It's like, if these guys don't work out, then we're And I think the aim with humanity is this inverted perception. It's like Earth is shooting humanity up to as far as it can go, just so it can look back down and see itself. And once we get high enough in our consciousness and awareness to where we can completely see the world and understand what it is we've been in for so long, then we've achieved our goal as a species, or just as life in general. And then the universe can relapse back into a singularity. We have no ability to really, at this point, perceive through another person's consciousness. We can kind of imagine other people's conscious awareness, but we cannot get ourselves into it. Like, I'm trying to imagine myself being in the shoes of some of my friends, imagine the kind of world that they've built around themselves, and how everything falls into place in their life. It's impossible. I can't do it. It's just my own imagination. That's all it is. I really don't know. They can tell me certain things about it, but they're not even able to describe how they're perceiving the world, because it's like trying to describe air. What is air? It's the thing that's around us. I can't really see it. I can feel it when it brushes up against me when there's a breeze. Sometimes I feel like the only way you can really grab hold of your life and do what you want is to have been in a place where you're not in control of your life. You almost have to allow yourself to sink into victimhood in order for yourself to really take control of your life, because you need the contrast. Because there are positives to being a victim. Like, there are gifts embedded in that consciousness pathology. There's a humbleness that comes with it. Because as a victim, your ego is of minimization. Because you feel like you're not important, you're not worth anything, you're expendable. I'm useless. There's nothing I can do. No one notices me. I'm worthless. I have no value to add to this world. It's like you have to sink all the way down in there just to build up the tension in order to shoot yourself back up. It's like a rubber band. Pull yourself as far back as you can go so you can shoot back up. As long as that rubber band doesn't snap, which does happen to some unfortunate souls. A lot of people just want to exit this world by stretching that rubber band as far back as it goes where it snaps, because they're just done. But it's really not them who's killing themselves. It's all the forces that they carry with them that are killing them. Going back to microbes and how they affect our behavior, people who commit suicide, basically, the microbes have successfully infiltrated their consciousness to where they are taking themselves out of the system. Suicide is just a failure to do the things that they were meant to do in this world. And it's also a failure of the system. More importantly, if the society has citizens that are killing themselves, this is a diseased society. No one should be doing that. It's completely as a result of a system that's setting up a percentage of the population for failure and to blind us of their true selves and the true meaning of life. It's a spiritual poverty. Society is as only healthy as its most diseased individuals. We are not supporting each other in the ways that we ought to. We're failing each other. This thing's broken. If you want heaven on earth, paradise, you have to try again. Otherwise, we're just going to keep building upon a broken system. And eventually we'll just collapse under the weight of our own complexity. Oh man, goes back to, I think, the Earth has a plan for us, and I think it's shooting for the moon. And we're going to lose a lot of people in the process, but as long as we achieve that ultimate goal, then we serve our purpose as a species. It's like when you're a rocket ship heading up towards space and trying to break through Earth's atmosphere and trying to lose a bunch of stuff, don't burn completely. Like, all right, we got to drop this thing. So we got to just drop all the unnecessary weight so the whole thing get up to where you want to go. And if you as a human exist in one of those ejected modules that come off the rocket ship, then you're done. But if you're in the leading tip, the nose of the rocket, you're the one that's going to make it. You're the one that's going to actualize the world. I think the real skill going forward as a human they're not physical skills, they're consciousness skills. How able are you to adapt to your emotions and your thoughts? And how able are you to be flexible with your beliefs? When something goes out of balance, there is always a force that's trying to bring it back to balance. So if humans are overpopulating, and we have all our biological needs met to where we can grow the way we are, Earth has got to get creative with how to manage us and deal with us. And I think that's where parasites and bacteria are being able to infiltrate our own thoughts, and they're able to get into our own strengths and uniqueness as a human species, which is our brain and consciousness. These biological agents, which have been here for much longer than anything else has, are able to infiltrate our brains and manipulate our behavior in certain ways. And they succeed. Sometimes they're actually able to get in there and take us out. But really, they're just a mirror or reflection of the things that we need to be changing in our society. We have full control over living harmoniously with the world as a whole. If we wanted to, we could just stop. We could all just stop what we're doing in unison and just be present in the moment and get off that caffeine-driven treadmill that we're all on, trying to produce and achieve, be busy. That whole illness of being busy. We all just stop that rat race just for a moment in unison. How powerful that would be. I think the most sustainable way humans can live in the world is to diminish ourselves. Keep the technology that's gotten us to where we are and just be okay with it. But no, the Earth has other plans for us. This is the catch-22. This momentum, it's either shoot for the stars or die. Maybe that is our purpose, to shoot for the stars, to get humans and life off this planet. But we don't need to go anywhere. We don't need to explore the galaxy and the physical universe more. We just need to go within and find the universe within us. I think on a practical level, the real purpose of life, your life, is to do the things that feel best. The kind of things that have lasting benefits. It's as simple as just do the things you enjoy. Do the things that give you a sense of deep reward. Because that's what you're here to do. That's reward system as your guide, because that's the way humans are wired. That's the way we're built. Do the things that are rewarding to you. Because if you don't do those things, humans are meant to innovate. The people who are self-actualized, those are the people who are producing beauty into this world. Positivity and positive change. Bring into the world things that feel the best to you and that encourage you to do more of that. Because if we exist in a state of alignment in accordance with love and our true enjoyments and true values, the world becomes a beautiful place because you become a beautiful place.